Welcome to Monday on the Mat. My name is Liza, and today we're going to be exploring some plank alternatives. So if you're a person who has any sort of injuries or discomfort when you're doing a plank, I'm going to give you some options within our Pilates practice. So let's get started. We're going to begin by finding a tall spine, and the hands can be behind the thighs or not. And we're just going to do some half rollbacks to get ourselves warmed up, both the breath and the spine. So we'll exhale, sink back, and inhale, lengthen up. You want to work in some mobility in the ankle joint. You can flex the toes back and reach the toes down. We can extend those arms out. And as you open up the space between your scapula, be mindful that you aren't jumping up around the neck and shoulders. We'll do two more here, and then we're going to just roll all the way back. So we want to integrate that control, articulate through the spine, draw the feet in, heels in line with the sit bones, and find that comfortable position. We'll take the hands now and reach the fingertips straight up to the ceiling. And right from there, just easy and open through the shoulder blades, back of the neck, long and relaxed. Let's take those thumbs to the back corners of your mat, just far enough to start to feel that your abdominals fire up, rib cage is relaxed. We're going to go ahead and bring the arms back down. We'll take it all the way down next to the hips. So we breathe in, open up as wide as you need to. Keeping in mind that a lot of the time, some of the discomfort in what we're doing is not just the range of motion, but also the pathway. So if you keep your arms close together, you do run into yourself a little bit more. You start to feel a little bit more upper trap engagement, and we don't want to feel that sort of take over what's happening. We want to accommodate your flexibility in the shoulder girdle. Boy, say that 3 times fast. So let's do it one more time. Good, and then right from there, we're going to go ahead and pick up our weights. Now, the weights are light. You can always gradually grow into a greater amount of weight. And we're going to go ahead and turn the palms to face our thighs. And we'll start with a nice, easy push-up alternative. And that's going to be your chest press. I'm barely letting my upper arm come down to the mat, and then I'm pressing right back up. So all the same fundamental exercises, or I'm sorry, fundamental muscles that you use in a push-up are integrated into the chest press. There are other exercises. We could, of course, go into a pectoral fly, but that does not mimic the movement of the push-up quite the same way. It is a good exercise, but if you're avoiding push-ups because of shoulder issues, sometimes they'll fire up in that pectoral fly. So let's go ahead and let this be the last one. We'll carefully put our weights down, bring the hands in next to the hips, and we're just going to exhale, bridge up, and inhale, lower down. The bridge is a fantastic alternative to your plank. So you are still holding your body weight up, using your core against gravity, but we're not resting on our forearms. We're really relying on the bigger bones and muscles of the body, your legs, hips, and the muscles throughout the thighs and glutes to really pick us up and resist to lower the weight down. And again, you still want to have that sense that you're drawing your belly flesh in, exhaling, having a zipping up the tight jeans sensation as you go. We'll do 2 more. And 1 more. Hold this one up, and let's just roll down through the spine. So using these different exercises as not only plank and push-up alternatives, but also a really nice warm-up as well. So we're going to extend one leg, and we're going to reach down, find our weight, and lift the opposite arm. And what I'd like you to do for me is find that position. I need a little more space here. Find that position where your arm is starting to feel like, okay, that's far enough. And for this one, I do kind of widen my arm to keep my upper trap relaxed. And then we're going to lift the leg and the arm towards one another. And the leg is going to get more range of motion, but I don't want you to swing it up. I want you to close to the other one. It could be a little bit past. And we're gonna reach back and up. So trying to find your core. If this movement does not work for your shoulder joint, you could also do a tricep extension. So that's another option, and that really keeps the shoulder in line with the elbow. You could brace with your hand if you wish. You could add ankle articulation, pointing and flexing, and we're gonna go one more time. Staying right here, we're gonna turn the palm towards the thigh, grab the bell by either side, and we're gonna single leg circle. Now, keeping the weight over the chest makes this more doable. If you decide you need a little bit more challenge, well, let's pause at the top. Take the weight back a little bit, keep both shoulders easy, the neck and chest, throat area, all easy. You're gonna circle in the other direction. So taking the arms back a little further gives you a little more effort on your core. We'll do 2 more and 1 more. And we're gonna go ahead and stay right here. Bring the weight into the chest, roll the head and shoulders up. If it doesn't work for your head to be unsupported, lose the weight, hands go behind the head. We're gonna reach outside and outside. Variation on crisscross, and you can take it over a little farther and the lower leg down a little bit. You'll notice I keep my chin slightly tucked to my chest, but I'm able to breathe and talk. I'm going to go with 4 and 3 and 2 and just 1 more time. And now from here we're going to relax the feet down one at a time, taking good care of the back. All right, you've got your weights. You could combine your bridge and your chest press. So we can take this into basically a plank and a push-up combination. So as you do a push-up, you are bending and straightening the arms, and you are lifting and lowering the body towards and away from the floor. So all I'm looking at here is the same idea. I am bending and straightening my arms, and I'm lifting and lowering my body, or my core. Okay, let's go ahead and relax. In the event you'd like to make this a bit more challenging, we're gonna squeeze those legs together. Hands rest alongside the hips. Relax the shoulders, maybe even turn your palms up. So you still have your upper arm on the mat, but you're relaxing your shoulders open. And we're gonna lift and lower in this bridge position, legs squeezed nice and closed for a good challenge. Did you think I needed your bone? Look, she gave it right to me. I'm gonna give it back. I don't want to chew it. No? All right, there we go. 2 more times. One more time, hold it right there. Open up the neck and shoulders. Thighs are squeezed together. We go a little pulse up, squeeze the glutes, abs are engaged, shoulders are open, breath is constant. You're thinking, is she ever going to stop talking? The answer is clearly no. Hold this one here. We roll down nice and easy. Draw one leg in, draw the other leg in, roll the head and shoulders up. Variation on double leg stretch. I'm going to support my head, drop my shoulders back, stretch my legs as far out as I can. Higher is more manageable. Legs may have to stay a little bit bent. We exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it right here. Single straight leg stretch or scissors. Breathing in, breathing out, and 8, and 7. Head could be down, legs could be a little higher, knees could be softer, but there's no breath holding, so that one's not an option. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bringing the knees in, rocking up, finding the balance. Inhale, rock back, rock up, find the balance again. Shoulders out of the ears, back and up. One more time only. and then just hang forward. So you're just allowing your shoulders to relax and your body to reach over the legs. I'm rounded, I'm flexed in my spine here. I'm going to come up and extend the leg farthest from you. The other comes around. I'm going to sit tall. I could take my hand like so, the shoulders out of my ear, give myself a nice little twist. And if it doesn't feel good to move your neck that far, then don't. Just turn your head a little way. Okay, watch out for this. Shoulder slumpy. Yep. And twist, take it to the other side, nice and tall. All right, easy. We're gonna tuck those legs underneath ourselves. Find ourselves on the mat, hands and knees. Now this doesn't work for everybody. So you can come down to your forearms. And this starts to put you in the positioning of a traditional plank, either a forearm plank or on your hands. But we are only gonna be on all fours for today. So opposite arm to leg reaches, we introduce it this way. Reach one arm forward, shoulders stay back, and the opposite leg reaches back. Now you've got that arm and leg back, and this staggered stance is how we grow our practice of balance. So we're gonna take the arm, reach it forward, bring it down. If that's doable for you and you're feeling strong, you can add the leg lifting and lowering. Right now we're just doing opposite arm to leg reaches, and we're moving through positions that we use in our plank. We're strengthening these muscles and our balance, our core awareness, and hopefully our breath. Let's go ahead and just draw that in. Start by staggering the other side. If you need a little break, you can always take a rest in between those, okay? Otherwise, shoulders out of ears, hands staggered, opposite leg back. Find your balance. Maybe practice a few times with your arms. Your arm does not need to be up here. When I do that, I feel a huge amount of strain on the side of my neck. So keep it out, right out from the shoulder, and you can see it easily. And then add the leg if and when you're ready. We're breathing here. Good, we're gonna go with 3 more. And 2 more. Are you guys causing trouble? You are, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you know you are. Yeah, don't suck up to me. Go on. Scooch. Find a little rest position. Roll up. We've got one more exercise for you today, and that is going to be with your weights if you want them. They actually make this a little bit more doable. So we're going to go ahead and reach the arms forward and back. If that feels too heavy for you, lose the weight and do the movement of the arms. Knees are right under my hips, and I am hinging back. So thigh stretch is another extended spine, extended hip position. And when you extend the spine and the hip, that is the movement that we have in a plank and a push-up. Because a push-up is really just a plank with arm movement. Elbow flexion. Good, so throughout the month of February, I am marrying my 2 loves, Monday on the Mat, with Self-Care Solutions. If you're not in my Self-Care Solution group, that's okay. You'll still get a Monday on the Mat workout. All right, let's go ahead and place those weights down. And we'll take it over to the side for a little mermaid stretch. One of my favorites. If you happen to have something like the bar, and if you don't, no worries, but if you do, it feels great to grab it and kind of pull down. Boy, am I really firing up those lats. Good, and relax. I'm gonna turn around and mermaid stretch the other way and grab my bar. Good, and I'm gonna come right on back to you. And we'll just get rid of those weights. And I just want you to sit tall right where we began. And we're gonna take our nose towards our knee. Hands can reach out to the sides. And I want you to look over that knee with a fairly long spine, feeling this sort of wrap around the waistline down into the low back. We look over the leg, and we're gonna slide across to the other side, come up, and make one more circle. So you're just kind of circling from one knee to the other knee, noticing which leg is in front, because we're gonna switch. And then we go over, we find that stretch, across and up. One more time, take it over, across and up. Reach those hands together, press your palms towards me. Notice how your shoulders want to jump up. Let your thumbs come down a little bit. Shoulders glide down the back, and then we're going to scoop the belly, drawing the shoulders open, pulling the belly back, and driving those thumbs even more vigorously towards your leg. Should feel a nice stretch right through here. And then we're gonna reach out and take one arm across the body, but down towards that opposite knee, so your shoulders are away from your ears. Hands not on the elbow, but you can slide closer to it to really open that up. And then take a little twist, and you might find a little more stretch between the shoulder blades. We're gonna go boom. Open up the chest and shoulders. You're right there in your saguaro cactus, goal post position. Lift the sternum slightly, press the elbows back a little bit, really open up the pectoral wall. And then we'll go right to that second side. Draw it down, cross, rotate, 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 where you can comfortably rotate to. Good, and we're gonna bring it right back into the center. Big breath in. And as you exhale, just say, ah. All right, we'll see you next time for Monday on the Mat.